Hello friends, this is Don, and I am the Appalachian Rambler. Today we're in Elizabethton, Tennessee, visiting a local landmark, the STATELINE Drive-In. One of the few drive-ins really left in America. I'll give you a brief walking tour of this iconic place that generations of people from this area have enjoyed. A great family place to come. I'm sure when it was more popular, it was a really popular place for the young couples many years ago as they were parked on the back rows. The STATELINE Drive-In has weathered many storms during its years. It began in 1947. Let's look in here. Here's a ticket booth. Here we are inside. This is supposed to accommodate 250 vehicles. As you can see, here are the poles that one time accommodated speakers that you could take and set on the edge of your door so you could actually hear the movies. That's become antiquated and they no longer do that. You can listen to your movies on your radio on an FM channel. Back row was probably much more popular with the young couples dating. Down front, it's gone now. There's a small stage down there. At one time, there was a small playground down there with slides and swings. Guess the kids that came and didn't really want to watch the movies, they went down there and played. The parents probably parked down here in front. Now that movie screen, I've never been in here during the daytime. I only came here during movie time. That screen looks really, really rough. Really rough. As you can see, there's one panel missing out of it. Now, for those of you that know a little bit more about these drive-in screens, maybe this is somewhat normal, but comment below if you know a little bit more about it. But that to me looks really, really rough. It's rough to get out of this place at night after the movie's over. I mean, people are lined up forever. You have to go right over here to this side of the exit. Up here's a concession stand, projection booth. A little interesting story on this drive-in I'll share. Here's concession prices. Water, popcorn. Well, you sure don't get movie popcorn for that price when you go to a regular movie. Guess these prices are current, or at least from last season. This drive-in's open from April through September every year. Concession windows. No concessions here. But this movie theater started in 1947. It's changed ownership a few times since 1947. One of the most significant things to occur during those years with this movie theater was about 10 years ago, movies were all phasing away from being 35 millimeter film, and they've all went to digital films. In order to start showing digital films, which you were going to have to start doing if you were going to stay in the drive-in movie industry, you had to buy a digital projector. Digital projectors are very, very expensive, particularly for a small, so to speak, mom and pop drive-in, which most in America are right now. Honda Motor Company sponsored a project called Project Drive-In, where through social media and through voting that people could vote for their favorite drive-in to receive a new digital projector from Honda Motor Company. That included the cost of the projector as well as the installation fees. Those fees could potentially run up to nearly $100,000, which that's a big expense for a small business that operates seasonally. This drive-in operates on Friday and Saturday nights, and through the generosity of Honda Motor Company and the efforts of citizens that wanted to see this theater continue through their voting, the STATELINE drive-in Elizabethton was awarded one of 9 projectors nationwide in this contest. This was installed during the off-season of 2013, and 2014 this movie theater was able to begin operations again with their digital projector. The Wetzel family has owned this drive-in for, I believe, around 27 years. It's been a labor of love for them, but they have stated they are interested in selling the property. That it's just gotten to be too much for them. They're looking maybe doing a few different things in life, and currently this theater is up for sale. So we can only hope that someone comes along and buys this piece of property and continues to use it as a drive-in theater. It is located on a busy 4-lane highway. Possibly it could be used for other commercial purposes. I do not know the asking price of this business, but the hard fact of the matter is the land itself may be worth more than the business. So it could fall into something else. I want to go around here and show you the back of this screen. Nobody ever looks at the back of the screen very much, even though the back of the screen does face this busy 4-lane highway. Thought it was a little interesting as I walked by, looked at it. Kind of looks a little rough and crude, but it's been here a long time. Got those power poles bracing the screen. Some really old wood up there. It looks like it's getting pretty rotten. Cables to help hold it back. Interesting thing I noticed was here are all their letters. Here are all the letters for their marquee. So right there, you just change it. There's some black and there's some green. There's some in red. It's not fancy, but it gets the job done. Iconic old sign. But this place is indeed sold for some purpose other than a drive-in movie theater. I bet this sign is worth a lot of money. The thing that bothers me is usually every year, instead of that sign saying thank you, it says see you in the spring. Well, it doesn't this year. So under ordinary circumstances, this drive-in should be opening in about a month. I've not heard anything about opening. I've not heard anything about not opening. But hopefully in a month it will open again. People will come out and support it. And if the Wetzel family does not sell it, maybe they can operate another year, or maybe hopefully someone comes along and purchases it and continues to operate as a drive-in. It's just really a neat place. Generations of people have come here to see these movies. It's a great affordable option for people to attend the movies. A lot of times people now will bring their SUVs. They'll park in spaces backwards. The kids will sit in the back of the SUV with the tailgate up, and they'll make them a little bed in there and watch the movies. And adults will bring lawn chairs and sit out in front of the cars and beside them and watch the movies. Just a great, wholesome family adventure. But I'm gonna close this out here, folks, today, and appreciate you joining me. And I ask that you like, share, and subscribe to my page, to my channel. I'll see you down the road.